You're listening to the Moose and the Loose, your 10 minutes action-packed financial podcast with your host, Mikey Hu. Hey, what's up, Market Moose? Mike from the Moose on the Loose. I hope you're doing well on this Wednesday. And I know we're supposed to talk about the stock market or some like investing strategy, but today I need your advice. I need your advice, and I just want to start by saying thank you, because you are a lot to go on YouTube. Found out my channel, The Dividend Guy, on YouTube, and comment on the Moose on the Loose episodes. I just love that. I love, and I'm humbled that you take your precious time to jump on your phone or on your computer and reach out to me with questions or comments about my episodes. So I want to thank you for doing that, Moose. And also, I need your advice on a personal situation. So here's the deal. I have a high school friend. It's kind of funny because our story together, and it's been 25 years now or something like that. Our story started back in first year of high school, where we almost got into a fight because we wanted to sit at the same place in the locker room. We started to push each other, and some common friends stopped us, but we kind of were ready to jump on a fight. And then a few years later, we became best friends. We had so much fun together during high school. And then in our 20s, we were going out. Our interests were aligned. This guy, he knows my girlfriend back then. That became my wife. So we were very, very close. And as the time went, unfortunately, he started to make I would say bad decisions, taking a different route, a different path. We're starting to not see the same things, not share the same common interest, not having that much fun. I mean, to be honest, the last times I've seen him this year, I feel kind of drained. I feel kind of bummed. I that person now is taking energy and mood away from me. I don't feel good. Mostly because we're just not aligned anymore. He keeps on making bad decisions, and I just don't know what to do, because I'm holding on to this relationship thinking that one day we're going to go back to the time that we spent in our 20s or during high school, having so much fun, doing the same stuff together, spending our weekends together, having and today it's completely different. I feel that it has an impact on my life, because I think about him, and every time I see his name on my phone or on Facebook, I'm just it's kind of like a cringe situation where I'm filled with regrets, but I'm still holding on to that situation, to that relationship. And I need your advice about what to do. So go to YouTube, let me know what you think. But before you do that, I just want to hit the pause button for a second. I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me, Mike, what are you doing? That's a toxic relationship. And unfortunately, the good time that you had back then, it's not a situation anymore. The situation have changed. You have changed. Your friend has changed. He's not aligned with what you're doing right now. He's not like your hiking buddy walking on the same path anymore. And the rest of the solution is probably to let him go and just to cut this relationship loose and stop holding on to what happened in the past and hope that it's going to one day be the same thing again, right? And if you're about to tell me this, well, I kind of agree with you, but here's the thing. I'm not talking about a friend right now. I'm talking about loser stocks in our portfolios that we keep on dragging on and hoping that after management making so many bad decisions, having the environment change and seeing this company struggling and not able to pull out good results, good revenue, good earnings, failing cash flow, and not keeping up like their promises to shareholders not being in line with your investment strategy as a dividend growth investor or as an investor, period. Because I mean, you don't even have to be a dividend investor at this point to listen to this podcast. If you have like companies that you bought, they were great at one point and now today they struggle. And I'm not just talking about the stock price, but a lot more about their fundamentals. Like, is the balance sheet is robust? Like, is the company is growing its sales? Is it making more profit? Is it generating cash flow? If all of this is falling in pieces, like for several quarters, several years, well, maybe it's a toxic stock. Maybe it's a holding that has no place in your portfolio. And right now, it is dragging your portfolio down. It is hurting your retirement plan, mostly because that stock is not good for you anymore moving forward. Like, you have a clear strategy, you know where you want to go, and that company is just not going there with you. And as much as you hope this company will become great again, will recover from that big loss, chances are it's not going to happen. The same way, as much as I love my 20s, I'm not going to go back there. I'm in my 40s right now and I just have to like accept it. So I'm not going to go back in time. Well, a lot of companies will not be able to go back in time either. Not just about a stock price perspective, but look at the other metrics. To be a great company that is showing a stock price going up, well, it needs to be a thriving business. It needs to be a business generating more cash flow, more profit, more revenue, attracting investors. And when that company attracts investors, the stock price will rise. If it's the opposite, and see, even the Moose is agreeing with me right now. Hey, Moose, no, don't bark right now. I'm almost done, all right? Sorry, guys. So if this company is struggling and you do not have any reason to believe that this business will just turn things around, well, how it will be able to do that? If you cannot find it, well, now you know, same as a toxic relationship, you have to cut it loose. You have to do your due diligence. You have to review that portfolio, that stock carefully, that company carefully. Same thing that you would do with a longtime friend. But at one point, there's no point. There's like no more reasons to hold on to toxic relationships. Well, there are no reasons to hold on to toxic stocks. So, all right, Moose, I know it was like a bit of like a creative, different type of show today. I just wanted to bring you somewhere else and bring you back into the investment world to tell you that, you know what, the way you deal with your relationships should be the same way that you deal with your companies in your portfolio. You should only hang out with people that drives you up and brings you joy and happiness. Well, same thing for your companies, right? Like all the holdings should be thriving companies, positive ones that will help you reach your goals and support you going forward. All right, Moose, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode, though. Tomorrow, we're going to go back down to earth. No more creative or anything else. It's going to be like straight investing, but I just had fun doing this one. So I hope that you will review your portfolio after listening to this show. And tomorrow we are going back to an investing topic. In the meantime, don't forget to stay invested. Hey, welcome to the disclaimer. If you're listening to The Moose on the Loose, you cannot really expect me to give you buy or sell recommendation or financial advice, right? You're here for fun, you're here for information and some entertainment. But I am not your financial advisor, I am not your broker, so therefore I'm not liable if you're losing money after listening to the podcast. If you're looking for some advice, go see a professional. If not, you can enjoy this show and do your due diligence after it.